He was asked specifically if he thought Trey Wisner could play a Keelan Robinson role, because we're going to miss Keelan Robinson. He's off to the NFL. Here's what I was surprised to hear Sark really actually so agreeable to this question. Here's Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Trey has really been really impressive this spring. And I think that started for him the second half of last season. His role on special teams really grew and improved, and he made plays, and he had a couple of really big tackles as the year went on for us on teams. I think he got some confidence. The one thing about Trey, he is right there at the top of hardest workers on our team. I mean, that guy goes for it every day, every rep. And it's paying dividends for him. And he's been a really good runner. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. He's been great on teams. I think his understanding schematically of what we're doing is growing. And so I do foresee him having a role with us in the fall.
All right. I mean, there's a lot of running backs you're getting on the field. We know Cedric Baxter is going to play. We know Jaden Blue's going to play. Now, they did have a role for a third running back, and it was Keelan Robinson. Even when it was Bijan here and Rojo here, they would sprinkle in Keelan Robinson as a boutique running back in certain packages, especially that pony package that I love so much and have been advocating for the last couple of years. And so I do wonder, we thought Savion Red still may be that guy in a modern Kyle Juszczyk progressive fullback role. Maybe they do envision that there is a place for Savion Red to be a short yardage back, to be a weapon situationally. But maybe you're looking at a Trey Wisner now who is forcing his way on the field, and maybe he's a guy that'll play the Keelan Robinson role, and maybe they do want to expand that pony package. I'm just theorizing here, hypothesizing. Maybe they do want to expand it, but they want to do it with more versatile pieces. They missed the power element of a Rojo. So let's see if Savion Red can bring that element if we add some weight on them. They like having a Keelan Robinson, having that element as a boutique running back that can really hurt teams on the perimeter in space. So, hey, let's see if Trey Wisner can be that guy. Jaden Blue also can be that. But then have a Jaden Blue and a Cedric Baxter as kind of your two frontline main featured pieces in that package. So maybe that's why they're stockpiling all these running backs, because they're gonna play more of them. That could be the case.
And I mean, and two, if you look at just the fact of, he says it in there, who's working the hardest at practice? And he says Trey Wisner is one of the hardest working guys at practice every single day. And I think he wants to reward that to a certain extent. And if you work this hard and you look this good in practice, we're going to try and put it out in the field and see what we can get out of you on the field as well. Because if you go out there and do what you do out there, then that only makes our running back room stronger, because everybody else now has to compete with you every single day trying to go out there and earn your spot. And it can't hurt to try and get more guys to be more active like that. I do think that they'll try and, find different places for him because of what he's doing. And the question is, does that end up more in special teams, or does that start to work its way into the offense? That'll be kind of more the question of, is Keelan Robinson going to be used more of how he was used 2 years ago or last year, where he was much more of a special teams player, was more as a specialist in those kind of areas. But I love to hear stuff like that Trey Wisner is in practice, and what we can play the clip later on about Sark talking about his trust in wide receivers. This feels like very much I have trust in Trey Wisner kind of scenario as well, that this is a guy that I feel I can put in